Diggy. No singing diggy diggy hole here, especially missed the whole Yogscast scandal. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I personally I didn't really like the Yogscast anyway, so I'm more inclined to side with Piva and Tin Man at this point. If you guys don't know what's happening, currently at the moment, Piva started it, but Tin Man's jumping on the bandwagon because apparently he's been accused of things too. Apparently, Piva and Tin Man were kicked out of the Yogscast moderating team. Piva being the dude who made the original Yogiverse website and owns the Yogiverse domain. Go to yogiverse.com for a funny thing. It used to just redirect to the yogscast.com after they changed it, but now it goes to a funny place. And Tin Man, he does his own videos. He's also a body actor in the Shadow of Israfel series. Well, he was the last time I checked. I haven't watched Shadow of Israfel in a while. I haven't watched Yogscast videos in a while. 6, 7. So apparently Piva and Tin Man were kicked out, and Piva's calling foul because apparently he was just kicked out by one of the new moderators, Ridgehound, I think is his name. And apparently they're upset because Ridgehound apparently is an asshole, according to Piva and Tin Man. And Ridgehound was only put into place because Lewis, the skinny guy in the Yogscast, as opposed to Simon, the dwarf guy in the Yogscast. Lewis felt that he couldn't handle managing the Yogscast on his own anymore. He felt that everybody was walking all over him, so he wanted to hire a tough guy. And apparently, according to Piva and Tin Man, he went a bit off-board. Well, according to a lot of people, because it wasn't just Piva and Tin Man that were fired, a lot of other moderators were banned as well because they tried supporting Piva and Tin Man. I'm like, why you kicked them? And so they were banned. And I believe a lot of moderators left on their own as well. So yeah, that's happening right now. Piva said he was kicked unfairly, and he's being set up and stuff. Lewis released a counter statement saying that Piva has been threatening for a long time to release personal information and passwords for the website for whatever reason, and so that they're kicking him because of misconduct. Tin Man's a bit more interesting. Tin Man originally stated that he was kicked. He didn't give a reason for being kicked the first time he stated, even though saying that he completely agreed with Piva and he's on Piva's side. But then suddenly when Lewis released a statement, Lewis said that Tin Man had been stealing funds from the Yogscast, stealing ad money from the Yogscast over the course of like 4 months, and he'd stolen like a total of 18,000. Of course, Tin Man's not letting this fly. Tin Man's going about on how Tin Man's apparently he's pretty rich himself due to like an unfortunate accident that led to him claiming a ton of insurance money, so he wouldn't have any reason to steal $18,000. And as far as he's concerned, first of all, he did none of this on his own will. Apparently someone hacked his AdSense account. He had not instilled the AdSense account to draw money to he had not changed the website to draw money to his AdSense account. And also, apparently, he has no idea where the Yogscast got the number 18,000 from, because he had not made, according to him, he had not made $18,000 from ad money any time recently. And people are yelling at him, then why don't you just give back the money that you accidentally got? And he's going on about, well, I can't give back the money I accidentally got because they're not talking to me. They blocked me from all conversation and they've banned me from the website. So, and he's going on about how, oh, the evidence was forged, and there's a cow in the rock. And he's providing screenshots on why, oh, I can change the website all I want because I got Google Chrome and I got Firebug. I can forge documents easily. So now there's this big split. Well, there's not really a big split. I'm going to assume that around 70 to 80% of Yogscast fans don't know anything about this, and even if they did, they wouldn't care because they just watch it for the videos. They watch it for the her, diggy diggy ho, mine little pony shadow of Rizrafael, her. And they don't really care about what happens behind the scenes. But as a person who never really liked the Yogscast, so I mean, I liked them when I first watched them because I thought they were funny, but once I learned a bit more about them and their practices concerning YouTube and stuff, and even after the Notch fiasco, it's a bit odd because I know the Yogscast went like, oh, Notch was drunk or something, or Notch was tired, so it's all okay. And Notch went like, yeah, I agree, I was tired, I was tired. Please excuse me, I shouldn't have made this scandal public. Apparently I was doing some research, and I found that Notch actually never apologized for the stuff that he said. He just apologized for making it public and causing a fuss within everybody. So maybe Notch still believes what he said about the Yogscast. I don't know. But yeah, so there's some crap happening down the Yogscast. If you don't know, well, now you do. Feel free to check out Piva and Tin Man's Facebook pages, because they've been keeping that updated, and people have been yelling at them all day. Some of them in support, some of them not. I believe there's a Reddit thread about it where one of the main moderators, Tommy Gunn, yeah, he's a cool dude. Every time I post videos on the Yogiverse, he always comments on them and generally says he likes them. So he's a cool dude. Plus Pinkie Pie's his avatar. So yeah, he posted a thing about it on Reddit where he summarized all of Piva's complaints, and apparently Lewis went on Reddit too to issue statements and to answer questions, but last time I checked, his post wasn't there. Maybe I missed it, maybe it was deleted, maybe he deleted it, or maybe it got downvoted to the bottom. I don't know. It was doing well the last time I checked. Yeah, there's scandal happening in the Yogscast. Oh, and something interesting, a lot of people are going, oh, I never liked Lewis anyway, but what about Simon, the other dude, the funny dude, the non-cynical dude? What's his statement? Well, Simon basically, as far as I know, just from his Twitter, he hasn't really said anything to the matter. He's basically completely agreeing with what Lewis is saying, and he's saying if anybody needs to know anything, just check out Lewis's statement. So I don't think we're going to get anything else out of Simon at this point. I think Simon's just going to sit back and let it burn. Because he doesn't want to get entangled into the mess, because I don't think Simon thinks that he can respond properly or professionally or whatever. I don't know. It's messy. Don't air your laundry in dirty public. Don't air your dirty laundry in public if you don't want people to comment on your bra. Okay, so I believe I've gotten 4 iron out of this. Wow. That's like nothing. Ooh. That was kind of cool. Ooh, it's raining outside. Yeah, it's been raining in San Francisco recently. A lot of rain, and it's been really cold, really windy. You know, San Francisco, our seasons don't make any sense. We hard rain in the summer, and we have droughts in the winter. Maybe I'll be leaving San Francisco soon, because you know why? Y2D is a senior in college. Oh my god, how long have I been recording? It's 10 o'clock. Oh my god, I've been recording for almost an hour now. Once I do more of this, I haven't done anything interesting. I've just been talking to you guys. I hope you guys are okay with that. These videos aren't really about me playing Minecraft. I mean, I'll probably go on an adventure soon where I go attack some dungeons and kill the president of Minecraft. That's Scott. Scott's the president of Minecraft. And I don't know, something more relevant. I'll go on adventures, but right now I just need cobblestone and I need iron. What level am I at? What level are you on? Are you on my level? You are never on my level. I am on 48. Hopefully there's some iron. Nopefully there's some iron. Not nopefully, I want there to be some iron. But yeah, going back to that, Y2D is a senior in high school, and you know what that means. College time, yay! So what colleges has Y2D gotten so far? So Y2D had one initial requirement for college, and a second requirement that came out of Y2D apparently being lazy. So the Y2D's first requirement for college is it has to be in California. Y2D wants to stay in California. One, because Y2D likes California. I don't know. It's a nice place. Everybody hates California, so Y2D's a hater, so it's a good place to be. And what's it called again? And the second requirement is that apparently I was too late in getting recommendation letters from my counselors. So, and all private colleges require you to have recommendation letters from your counselor. So, oh no private colleges for Y2D. It's not that bad. There are not many private colleges that I would have applied to in California anyway, because I had already decided my major. I want to major in computer science because that's my thing. And so the only, I don't know, what are big colleges in California that would deal with computer sciences? Stanford, of course. I don't think I would get into Stanford, or even Caltech. University of Southern California, I think, is a good program. Oh, and Pomona College and Harvey Mudd, the Clarington colleges or whatever it's called. They're like a college family. They're liberal arts colleges, so they don't offer graduates programs. But Harvey Mudd seemed like a really good place. I probably would have applied to Harvey Mudd. But so therefore, I only applied to public schools. And what public schools that I applied to, this probably won't mean anything to you if you're not in California. Although I do admit that the public schools in California are pretty well known and they're pretty popular because There we have the whole UC. We have two systems: a California State University system, which is a bit more local, not as well known to the people outside of California, except for maybe a Cal Poly or SF State. A lot of people like those schools. Cal Poly if you want to do engineering or sciences. SF States if you want to do communications or history. A lot of people like those schools. And but the UC system people talk about, and we have like we rank UC systems in our own gibberish ranks, and even the lower ranks, even the lower ranked UC colleges like UC universities like Santa Cruz or what's it called again, or Riverside or whatever. Even though they're usually lower ranked by us, they're by no means bad colleges, and most of the UCs are like in the top 100 colleges of the world. I mean, of the country, of the United States. So we may complain like, oh darn, I only got in UC Santa Cruz, or even a lot of people want to go to UC Santa Cruz because it's a party school. A lot of people like that type of college atmosphere. It's right next to the beach, and they have a major. They have a game design major, which is I guess is kind of neat. So a lot of people want to go to Santa Cruz because of that. But yeah, even though people would generally consider Santa Cruz to be a lower tier UC, it's still pretty high tier up in the list. But I didn't apply to UC Santa Cruz. What schools I applied to? So considering that I am majoring in computer sciences, the CSUs that I applied to, the state universities that I applied to, were Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. That's probably the highest ranking in the CSU system, and it's generally well favored. San Jose State, which is my super backup, I got into both of those. Yippee! They didn't send me anything fancy. They just said, "Oh, you got in. Haha. Here's a fee." Well, not even a fee. They're not going to charge you. That's mean. Yeah, I got into both of those, so I got into both of those first, so yay, watch me, he's going to college no matter what now. And considering the UC system, I applied to UC Irvine. That's like, if I could say, there are probably like 4 different tiers in the UC system according to our gibberish, and UC Irvine's probably a 3rd tier, out of where 4th is the lowest. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. UC Irvine's probably a 3rd tier, and my 2nd tier UC is UC San Diego. Probably the 2 2nd tier UCs are San Diego and Los Angeles. They're often compared to each other, both because they offer similar programs and they're quite close to each other. And like, education-wise, they're often compared to each other. So I decided, instead of choosing both, I'll just choose one. Did some research. San Diego seems to have a better environment for me, although both are in hot places. I hate hot weather. But apparently I've heard San Diego is... I've been to San Diego and Los Angeles, and San Diego is not as hot. It's still pretty warm, especially compared to San Francisco. Because even when San Francisco's hot, it's not that hot, and doesn't stay hot for long. But yeah, so I applied to UC San Diego, and I got in. I got my recommendation letter I got my admission letter a couple days ago, which is kind of cool. So I guess that's my set college for now. And and then I have the 1st tier UC college. It's the college that everybody knows. It's referred to affectionately in California as Cal, but as to most people, it's probably known as UC Berkeley. Yes, it's the big cheese. It's the place where all the protesters are. It's the place where all the protesters are. You know, hiding those trees because they don't want their trees stricken down. Oh my God, Sound Boom's gotten gold, and I've barely gotten iron. I need to do real strip mining. Shaft mining's boring. Okay, I'm gonna go clear this out, and then I'm gonna go strip mining. Let's just go find a random cave, strip mining. Shaft mining is boring. Strip mining time. Okay. So yeah, I got UC San Diego, and that's cool. And what's the top dog? UC Berkeley. Ho 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 ho. I don't know if I really want to go to UC Berkeley, talking about the atmosphere and stuff in there. But I don't know. It's definitely it's a top rated school on U.S. News. It's like the 3rd. Oh my God! Damn it! No. Oh, ow. Well, at least you guys get to see my house. I have a sky house. I'm at like 139. I could probably go higher. Yeah, I'm above the clouds. Ooh, windows. But yeah, I built this. Ooh, and I have like a clock design where it has a middle part. I don't know. I think it looks like a clock house. I'm not sure why. Yeah, here we go. This is my house. Did some work on it, use the new wood. I might replace these side things with trunks instead of wooden planks. Okay, let me go back to my mine. Oh wait, no. I should actually go down there because... Wait, no, I can run down. There's my petite farm. Yeah, I haven't gotten UC Berkeley letter yet. They're not releasing it into the 29th, and so I'll know then. Oh, and apparently UC Irvine sent me an email saying that they changed my application status. They didn't tell me in the email whether I got it or not, because spoilers. But once I'm done recording this, I'll go check in, and maybe I'll put an annotation saying if I got in UC Irvine or not. I guess it's okay if I get in, but I mean, San Diego is definitely higher up on my list than UC Irvine. So even if I get UC Irvine, I'm in San Diego. So San Diego right now is my choice. I'm going to San Diego unless I get into Berkeley. Then I have to make a hard decision. UC Berkeley it may be a higher tier than San Diego, but there are definitely other things that would make me consider San Diego instead of UC Berkeley. Except that UC Berkeley is closer to where I live now, San Francisco, and Berkeley is not as hot, or it's not in Berkeley, I don't know. But wherever it is, I know it's not as hot as San Diego, and I hate hot weather. I really hate hot weather. So, I'll go check in later.